Hi, I am Vansh Dubey. Along with my teammates Nandan and Sahith from Bennett University are going to explain you about our project Cultivators Comrade. In this project, I am managing the database. The topics that we will be covering are introduction, problem statement, solution, project setup, stakeholders and users, market demand, user stories, use case diagram, and conclusion. Our application provides all the required information regarding crops to the farmers as well as for the people who want to know more about the agricultural sector. The app will be helping in describing the use of fertilizer, soil, plants, and all the things that will help the farmer for healthy production of crops in their field. It even facilitates them to sell their crops directly to merchants without the middleman's involvement so that there will be no loss for farmers as the cost will be decided by the experts. The user can demand their required products through this app. Because of various hurdles, farmers can't be able to access the necessary things which are useful for their development. One of the problems faced by the farmers is that they do not know much about fertilizer, which crop should be planted on which type of soil, and also they don't know all the information regarding many plants. And they do not get the right amount of their production as the middleman gets their percentage. So our application will be solution to this problem. We are creating a mobile application that will help the small farmers as well as the people who want to know more about the agricultural sector. The app will help in describing the use of fertilizers, soil, plants, and all the things that will help the farmer for the healthy production of crops in their field. And also the farmers would be able to sell their crops directly to merchants without giving any amount to middlemen. So the project setup is we used Windows as our operating system, Java as our programming language, and we use Oracle for storing the data and Flutter for app designing. Now, my teammate Nandan will be telling you for the information.
Hello guys, my name is Nandan. Hope you are doing great. So in this project, I contributed towards the entire backend. And coming to the topic, stakeholders. So let's see what stakeholders really means. Stakeholders are the persons who are affected by the outcomes of the project or their software. And in this project, the stakeholders were farmers, retailers, and administrators. We all know like farmers are the will get most benefit compared to others, as they can be able to sell their crops and they can get the required information regarding the fertilizers and crops and from the agriculture officers. And coming to the retailers, retailers are the ones who gonna purchase the crops or items from the farmers. As we all know, like there will be some changes in the market rates, so obviously they will have some effect because of the outcome. And coming to the administrators, administrators are the ones who gonna develop the app. So you can say simply they were kind of owners of this app. So what happens means like as an administrator, you have to take the entire responsibility about the app. If there were any misconceptions or like there's some technical glitch, so administrator have to take that responsibility. So obviously he will have some effect on the outcome. So coming to the next topic, users. The users of our project are farmers, agriculture students, retailers. As we all know, like farmers, they can be able to purchase the apps like we previously discussed, and they can get the required info like which crop they should harvest at the given time, and they can even take the guidance from the agriculture officers regarding the fertilizers and the soil. So the second one were agriculture students. As we all know, like there will be some research students who needs like proper guidance and proper information regarding that fertilizers, crops, soil, and the proper weather conditions where the crop should harvest. And even also like they can get some training from the agriculture officers if they wanted. And the third one were retailers. Retailers are the ones who gonna purchase the items from the farmers, like we discussed in the previous slide. So you know what? By our app, the retailers will get the products or items at cheaper cost, and even they will get the products of more quality. So simply you can say, by our app, the retailers will get better quality items at lower cost. So that's it for the users. Let's move to the next slide. Coming to the user stories, let's take some user stories in order for better understanding. So the first one is, as a administrator, I want to log in the page so that I can help others to access the app. So the second one will be user story 2. As a user, I want to access the crop section so that I can get the required information regarding soil and fertilizers. So the user story 3 will be, as an agriculture officer, I want to train the people so that they can get the required knowledge about the crops and the soil or the fertilizers. So the moving on to the fourth one, it will be like, as a farmer, I want to send a mail so that my query will be solved. These are the user stories in order to get some extra knowledge, or like some, you can say like basic understanding. So that's it for the user stories, guys. I hope you understood and I thought in the simple terms. Okay, so moving on to the next topic, market demand. If you observe that graph, you can see that there's a spike, right? This graph is like took from a survey. This graph indicates that the demand for the global smart farming market was increasing rapidly over the years. We all know like our technology is developing so fast, so that like it is reaching each and every people in the each and every corner of the world. So minding the demand of the technology, what we did means like we developed the smart application so that the farmers can be able to utilize it perfectly up to their extent. They can get the required info like we discussed in the previous slides, and minding the demand, we can even know like our app will gonna have the bright future and it gonna reach to more people. So we can say like these type of apps can be very helpful for the people, as they're gonna educate them and help them in all possible ways. So that's it from my side, guys. So I gonna pass over to Sahith. He gonna explain you about the further topics. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Sahith. I am a student at Benith University. I am responsible for the front-end development and research. Today I am going to explain you about UML diagrams, use case diagram. Here we can see four actors: administrator, user, agriculture officer, and general public. Administrator can access soil, crop, fertilizer, commodity, market, reports, mails, and security. Whereas user can access report, mail, security, training, and queries. An agriculture officer can access mails, security, training, and queries. And general public can access training and queries. The activity diagram is drawn in the perspective of the user. In order to utilize our app, he first need to log in into it by using his credentials. After successfully logging in, he can see different sections like home, training, queries, reports, mails, security, and logout option. In the training, he can view the training. He can request for the training. In the query section, he can view the queries. He can post the queries. In the mail section, he can see the inbox. He can even send the messages. In the security section, he can change the password and change the question. He can even log out. Next, class diagram. In class diagram, user attributes are name, ID, password, and mobile, and its operations are login and logout. In soil attributes are soil ID, soil type, soil code, place name, place code, and its operations are add soil, remove soil, update soil, and view the soil information. Similarly, in the fertilizers, fertilizer ID, fertilizer name, and and its operations are add fertilizer, remove fertilizer, and all. In the report section, its attributes are report ID, concept, and its operations are generate report, view report, local area report, market report, and community report. In mails, mail ID, state and status, and its operation are read mail, receive mail, and view mail. Market attributes are market ID, market name, marketplace, and arrivals. And its operations are view market information, add market, update market information, delete market information in community, community ID, community name, grades and prices. And its operations are add community, remove, update, and view community information. Next, conclusion. Our app provides farmers with the necessary help which they require and allows them to sell their crops at desired rates. We can see a lot of farmers losing their livelihood because of loss they're facing in the agriculture. Our app is a solution for that problem. So that's it for the video, guys. I hope you liked it. Team Cultivators and Comrades signing off. Thank you.